Hello and welcome to On the Move with JoAnna Ward. We had such an amazing response to our mixed martial arts session that we had to invite back Team Octopus and Coach Gary Brown. And so here he is again, the man with the plan for you to get fit through mixed martial arts. Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you.
You guys did such an amazing job last time showing that sparring and the kicks and doing such an explanation. I wanted to bring you back to engage our audience to let them know if they were to go to one of your facilities and they were to participate in that free opportunity that you guys offer with the Pass for the Day or the week or whatever, what that experience would be like. Just my first time, because sometimes we're intimidated, like, oh, I don't know karate, I don't know anything about that. I'm too frail, I'm just scared. I'm petrified. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hurt like me. That's why I didn't participate last time, because I don't want to get kicked or punched or anything like that. But I see that it's not like that. And there is a fundamental way that we start that. So tell us a little bit about that before we bring JB and Eric back up.
Well, you start out when you come in is basically if you don't know anything at all. I do have people come in who worked in other gyms who still don't have the basics as far as what's going on. So we put them in the regular basics. We get them into a what we call a fighting stance. It's just basically a stance for basic balance and form. My style of training people is basically rhythm.
Okay.
You know, if they don't have rhythm, I'll tell them go home, turn the record player on, and start dancing. So it's all about rhythm, it's also about where you move your feet for your balance and stuff. And that's what we're going to do this morning, is get you into a fighting stance and get you married.
Married?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be doggone. What does that mean?
It means left hand married to the left foot, right hand married to the right foot.
Oh,
when you're always walking down the street,
I've turned down so many proposals. I don't have time for that.
It's always opposite side. But when you're in a fighting stance, it's always same side, same side, same side.
Look, I can look at me. I look like Lil Ali. I look like that, but I don't fight like that.
So that's what
we're gonna get married today. What else we gonna do today? Balancing.
Oh, it's basically balance and form and getting your steps going, and maybe add a few tricks to it.
A little tricks to it. So, welcome to Team Octopus. This is your first day into the gym.
You don't have polio, do you?
I don't have polio, I don't think.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure you don't drag that back leg.
You mean like that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna have Eric and JB join us. Come on, you guys. And I'm gonna kind of like let you guys go to the gym for the first time.
And you're gonna get involved.
Oh, I'm gonna get involved. Yeah. I'm getting married, y'all.
Y'all get over here.
Going to the sanctuary.
Get over here.
Get married.
You're in my class now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Back it up a little bit. Okay. What we're doing right now, I want you to think about putting your feet together like this.
Okay.
I want you to think about a circle around your body.
Okay.
It's a clock.
A clock. Okay.
What's in front of you?
12, 3, 6, 9.
Put your left foot to 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, my left foot to 10.
Face it towards me. Put your back foot to 5 o'clock. No, just step. No, step at the 5 o'clock.
Oh, step. Okay.
There you go. Good.
Toes point.
You got to have a balance. Put your feet straight ahead. There you go. Your shoulders must be turned. See how your feet are at an angle? Your body's got to be the same angle. Hands up. Right here. Always protect your face. Don't ball your hands up tight. Just relax them.
Okay.
And your hands here.
All right.
Jab hand, one hand, two hand, power hand.
Okay.
Balance foot. Bend your knees. As you bend your knees, that foot stays flat.
Okay.
Back foot comes up off the heel, comes up out that hip off the ground.
Okay.
Okay. One hand, jab hand, two hand, power hand. Balance foot, power foot.
Okay.
Every time you throw this hand, or you step to that foot. Every time you throw the hand, you step to that foot. Okay. What's what I'm doing? I'm in front of you here. I'm in the same stance. If I say one step, one step, one step, step.
Okay.
So every time you throw that left hand, that foot steps. If you're throwing a 1, 2, it's like this: step, 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 1, 2, 1, 2, step, 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 step. So that's what we're doing.
Right.
Okay. So here we go. Hands up. Ready? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So why did I shove you?
Because I wasn't I was looking at them trying to see if it was out in the dark.
You started here, and then you start going here, and you went back to the
Okay, let me
balance. Ready?
Let me go back to the hood.
Let's turn around. Stand in the light. Ready?
Stand like, come on, this way, y'all.
Ready?
Come this way, y'all.
Now,
Okay.
back heel up. Follow my steps. Ready? And make sure your feet stay on here and don't get behind you. Ready? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Good. Turn.
Turn around. Okay.
Yeah, good. Okay. Now at this point, we're going 1, 2.
1, 1, 2.
You'll be here. Step, 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 step. This foot does not go up here.
Got it.
You're off balance again. It's a longer step, shorter step. Here, here, and pivot. Knee straight down, that gets your shoulder forward and pivot. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and don't lean forward.
Don't lean forward. Okay.
Your body needs to be here, because all your reach comes from here.
Okay.
So you turn your body, working your core. So if you're reaching, you're getting hit. So
Okay.
keep your body here. So your chin's behind your shoulder.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way out.
Oh yeah. Okay.
1, 2, good, and turn. Ready? Find position. 1, 1, ready? 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, good, turn. Now, watch JB's 1, 1, 1, 1, the hand doesn't come back.
Okay.
In real boxing, what happens, they'll throw a punch, he'll rock back and follow the hand back.
Okay.
In my double jab, we go here, he takes a step with it, here, right here, and then when he gets here, I start to, and your hand starts coming back, it stops. When I go to throw the punch, he steps again and throws.
Okay.
So the hand doesn't come all the way back,
Doesn't come all the
which
way
means the guy's really surprised for the second jab, pop, pop, instead of here, here.
Got it.
Okay, ready? Reach those arms all the way out. Ready? 1, 1, now, on the last one, pop, pop, step harder and faster.
Got it.
1, 1, that's it. 1, 1, 1, 1, good, turn. Okay. Back power foot up. Make sure you feel base. You're still almost behind each other here, which means, yeah, there you go. Okay. Knees bent. Now, 1, 2, hook, 2. 1, 2, hook. Be left hand.
The left hand hook. The hook is left.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you be going 1, 2, hook, 2.
Got it.
There you go. Ready? 1, 2, hook, 2. You got step, step, step,
That's
step.
2. Okay.
Same thing you're doing.
Okay.
1, 2, hook, 2.
One,
Step,
two,
step,
hook,
step,
two.
step. There you go. Good. Do it again. Ready? 1, 2, hook, 2. 1, 2, hook, 2. Good.
Okay.
That hook was better
Okay.
because the first hook was here.
All right.
So you went 1, 2, and hook. And who'd you hit with the hook?
Him.
See what happened? You did a long one, a long 2 farther,
Right.
and you did a short hook.
Oh, I need to do a hook out there.
So in the middle of the ring, out when people are moving, you're going here, here, here. But when you put them against the ropes, you're inside fighting, then the hook gets shorter.
Got it.
Okay.
So I need to pretend that Eric is right here and I'm just getting him. I'm just getting him up off him.
Okay. Turn.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Turn and go the other way. Now, turn around. Now you're going backwards.
Okay.
Back up just a little bit, everybody, so we can get out of the light. So here, watch what I'm doing. Here. Step, 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 step. That's going backwards.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, other foot. 1, 2, left foot, right foot.
Left foot, right foot. Okay.
Ready? Remember, when's the last time you've been in school?
About 20 years.
Remember you used to cheat all the time?
Yeah.
Well, copy me.
Okay.
Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Watch what I'm doing on my feet. Ready? And go. 1, 2. Again. 1, 2. Everybody. 1, 2. Again. Step, step. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go.
What's up?
And most of this is basically getting your base down, getting your form down. It's good for a lot of elderly people. You get up in the morning time, start moving, start working. This is a good base to doing it. You know, walking forwards, walking backwards, throwing their hands, working the core.
Right.
It's a good way of doing it walking outside in the morning time, you know, if you're walking fast, then I say just throw your hands a little bit, it's like you're punching. People might think you're crazy, but for an elderly person walking down there, they got it going on.
They got it going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like it, because the thing that I'm learning from this more than anything is that you don't just fight like this. You know, you get in the streets, when we were little, we would just go like this, and then whoever lasts the longest wins.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I have my feet positions. And so it starts here,
Yeah.
learning
10,
your
11,
balance.
5,
And you say this is called balancing with the body?
Yeah, it's basically get your balance, because if your feet are like this, like a lot of boxers do, you're off balance. There's no way. JB, get over here for me, please. JB's going to shove me this way. I have no way to stand up. But if I'm here with my basic balance and JB shoves me, I got a stance.
Oh,
here.
you can catch yourself in
Yeah,
that
I
foot.
catch myself.
Got it.
If he shoves me from the front, I got here. If he shoves me the side, I'm here.
Okay.
So same thing in the front. So that's the basic balance you should have, that all people should have.
Awesome. So this is this, but you guys didn't start like this. You guys like came straight in the gate like ready.
Yeah. Yeah, we came in knowing everything.
Well, me and them, we have to start like this. and I think you guys can do this. Like, just get up in the morning, start moving, start fighting. Now, he said something very important that I really believe in, how we always begin in the show. You guys, he said start with rhythm. It starts with rhythm, right?
Yeah, it's all about rhythm.
So can we get some music? One of my things, and we do some little. Oh yeah! Come on, y'all. You said rhythm, right? Come on. Follow me now, folks. Come on, follow me. Here you go. Come on, JB. Right here, Eric. Come on. Y'all on JoAnna Ward Fitness now. Come on, Right tap. Left tap. Come on, JB. Take your heel out. Come on, we're not gonna move until all of us are doing these heel taps. Come on, Eric. Eric, come on. Get in the routine, Eric. Look at Coach and look at JB. Yeah, there we go. Left. Right. Left. See, this is what Coach told y'all. Get up and get some rhythm about yourself. It'll be easier. 4 more. We're gonna double it up. 3, 2. Last single. Double right, y'all. Here we go. Right. Double left. Come on, JB. Tap that heel down on the floor. There you go. We still doubling, y'all. Here we go. Left leg double.
Oh.
Right leg double. Left. Good job. There you go. Right. 2 more sets. This is gonna be the last one with the double dips. Now single side to side, y'all. Single side to side. Real easy. This is what Coach was telling you about. Get some rhythm. Real simple stuff. Now, we're gonna take the knee up to the right and left. Come on. Right here. Good job. Breathe. Y'all look at the camera. Good job. All right, now we're gonna take the right to left to right, elbow to knee. Tap. We call this the basic body brain balance. Right, left, left. I promise you're almost done. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2 to side, last one, side to side, just side to side like this, y'all. Just together, step, together, step, together, step, together, step, together, step, together, step. Okay, y'all, let's march it out. Good job, Coach. Way to fall in there, Eric. Good job, JB. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I'm getting ready to come back with a motivational message for you. So get your mind right, go get you some water, and we'll be right back. Y'all gotta give it for these guys, they rock. We got to dance out, come on. Rhythm, like Coach said. Come on, Eric. Well, welcome back. It's just you and me. And now that we've gotten our fitness out of the way, let's talk a little bit about faith. And what I want to talk to you today is about dressing for godly success. Dressing for godly success has absolutely nothing to do with how we just change clothes when we go from our fitness to our interview session. It has all to do with the inside. And the Word of God explains how to dress for godly success in Ephesians chapter 6. In Ephesians chapter 6, first of all, Paul lays out the fact of why we should dress for godly success and why we can't afford not to. He tells us that we are walking in the spirit, not in the flesh. So the warfare that we're experiencing is not in the flesh, but in the spirit. Have you ever had a conflict with someone that you really never even had a conversation with? That's usually a spiritual thing, and a lot of times we take spiritual things and make them personal, but it's really not that. Paul says if we take on the whole armor of God, that we'll be able to stand against every wile of the enemy That's right. People are not your enemy, but there's a spirit that operates in many different dimensions, principalities, powers, spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. Those powers are affecting you, the way you think, the way you act, the way you react, and even the way you interact. But don't be afraid and do not fear. You have weapons of warfare that God has given you spiritually, and they're yours to claim by faith, not by sight. So invisibly, Paul instructs the church at Ephesus, and therefore us, to put on the whole armor of God. He says our feet should be shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. And these shoes are cute, but they're not as powerful as the peace that I have and I carry when I walk with them. You see, no matter where I go, I use my feet. And I need to use my peace because there are peace thieves everywhere. Your peace is priceless, and you should protect it at all costs. And it's not a peace that the world gives. Jesus says, I leave my peace with you, not as the world, but it's a peace that passes all understanding. That means no matter what's going on around you, what you have, what you don't have, who likes you, who doesn't like you, who chooses you, who doesn't choose you, who rejects you, who accepts you, it doesn't matter. That's the part of peace that passes all understanding. It means I'm immovable from the inside out. It means the reason you don't see a reaction in my physical is because you have not been able to touch me spiritually. And so from now on, when you're lacing up your tennis shoes to work out, or you're putting on your dress shoes to go to work, make sure that you have on your spiritual shoes of peace. And then he says, let our loins be girded about with truth. Jesus Christ is the way, he is the truth, and he is the life. Whom the Son makes free is truly free indeed. And you can read up on this in John chapter 8. But he also says, we shall know the truth when we hear the truth, and it's the truth that makes us free. And that's why the enemy of your soul works triple time to tell you loud lies about yourself, about the word of God, and even others. You have to walk in the truth. And one of the things that we put on around our waist to make sure that we're always tight and right is the garment of truth around our waist. And then Paul says, go up a little higher and put on the breastplate of righteousness. This is all spiritual. But if you can imagine why we would have a breastplate here, it's to protect the vital organs that we have. So you have vital organs. You have a personality to protect. You have peace to protect. You have joy that belongs to you to protect. And the best way to protect it is to put on that breastplate of righteousness. The root word of the word righteousness is right. And that breastplate will guide you away from error. It'll guide you away from people who are trying to lure you into doing the wrong thing. It'll keep you righteous, not through the world's eyes or even your own eyes, but through the eyes of the Most High God. And it's there because every decision that we make, even the one that we think in our head, comes from someplace in our heart. You see, the root word of heart is here. And when we add the T on it, we get heart and ear in the middle of here. If you put the ear on the beat in the middle of the H and the T, you'll hear ear. So be careful what you let go through your ears because it does impact your heart. But if you have on the breastplate of righteousness, that protects your heart from people frowning at you or saying malicious, vicious things about you, lying about you, rejecting you, stabbing you in the back and betraying you. If you have on the breastplate of righteousness, none of those things will infiltrate your heart and therefore make you hard and make you bitter, angry, resentful, and all those other things that we experience on a day-to-day basis. And we're saying, well, what did I do? Why did they treat me that way? Because of the heart. But God gives us a protection, and it's called our spiritual breastplate of righteousness. And you have to put it on spiritually. You have to claim this by faith. It's nothing tangible that anyone can give to you. You go through the word of God and you pick up those promises and you apply them to your life. That's why you can't afford to allow anyone to lie to you about the 66 books that God has left for us to instruct us. You can't let them tell you a lie about the Bible. You can't let them tell you that someone else wrote a book that you haven't really read and therefore through your soul fed yourself. So you have to embrace the word of God. It's been tested. It's been tried. People have experienced miracles. People have experienced changed lives by simply reading through the Bible with an open heart and an open mind, not already with doubt. It's impossible to please God without faith. So you have to pick up that word for yourself. It's one of the weapons of warfare, and we're going to talk about that as we go on up putting on this armor. So just make sure the breastplate is so important because it protects your heart. And if you want to know what hurts people the most, is something that got to their heart, something they're holding on to, something that happened in the past, something that their parents did or didn't do, something that a spouse or relationship, some job didn't add up. They may not be where they want to be financially. Maybe they prayed to God and he didn't answer the way they wanted to answer. Whatever it is, a lot of people who lash out are angry, frustrated, mad, trying to cover and mask a lot of hurt. It started with some issue that was in their heart. But no matter where you are, you know you still can put on that breastplate, and it will not just cover up and mask any hurt that you have in your heart, but it will pull it out. It will detoxify you, and it will cleanse you. So make sure spiritually grab onto that promise that God gives you for having a breastplate of righteousness. And then here's a very important part of the dressing for success and the spiritual armor that God gives you: the helmet of salvation. Now, you may associate the word salvation with being saved and going down the church aisle and confessing Jesus Christ and joining the church and all that kind of stuff. But really, the helmet of salvation here is the one that protects your thoughts. If you decide to drink, if you decide to cheat, if you decide to use drugs or anything that's malicious and destructive to yourself, that starts with a thought. If you decide to do the right thing, be charitable, be kind, compassionate, gentle, those starts with thoughts too. If you decided you're going to forgive and forget, or become frustrated and become unforgiving, those start with your thoughts. But if you have the helmet of salvation on, it's there to protect your thoughts from getting blasted and blindsided every single day, full of toxins from what's being talked about in the world, the negative energy and issues that you see and experience in everyday life. Those things could easily become a part of you if you don't have on a whole armor, if you don't have your mind protected in its thoughts with the salvation of Jesus Christ, knowing that this life is temporary and that we will not live forever. And it's okay. We don't have to argue about that or debate it. All we have to do is look at the obituary column. We all are moving closer and closer to our final day on earth. But through salvation, you don't have to fear. You don't have to be afraid of death. You don't have to fear any evil. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and of power and a super sound mind. But that mind is protected and developed in a righteous way through God's helmet of salvation. And then he says this: above all, take up the shield of faith, because with that shield of faith, it quenches every fiery dart of the enemy. Now, you may say, hey, I've never seen the enemy. I've never seen the devil. I don't even know what you're talking about when you say every fiery dart. Well, let me explain to you how it works. Maybe someone said something: you're not attractive. You're not good enough. You're not cute enough. You're not tall enough. You're not small enough. Maybe someone said something. Usually it's something that someone says along the way about you that's meant and intended to be hurtful and painful. If you knew who you were in God and you knew how to take up that shield of faith, you would be able to block. Like, this is my Wonder Woman bracelet. So it doesn't matter what you throw at me with your negativity or your words. I can block it. I can block it no matter what's said about me or around me, or people who try to lure me into doing things that are destructive. That shield of faith is just like that bracelet. It blocks all that negative, toxic energy that goes around you every single day. Why is it that way? Man entered into sin a very long time ago, and it's still with us today. But we can choose. We can choose to believe God or continue to lose by being and doing what we want to do. But take up that shield of faith. If you lose your shoes, if you lose the truth, the belt of truth, if you lose your breastplate, if you even begin to lose your mind, take up your shield of faith. It will quench and put out every fiery dart that's coming at you to destroy you. So even if you don't believe in wickedness or an enemy or a devil or an evil person, you have felt the pain in your soul, in your inner being, of the result of some negative stuff. Well, that's the enemy of your soul. Above all, take up that shield of faith. If you fall, put your shield of faith over you. It will protect you from being destroyed and injured by the enemy of your soul. But don't stop there. There's another piece, and it's what we just talked about. The sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. It's the only weapon that we have to move forward and advance and prosper and be promoted and make progress and make it to our destiny and our purpose. It's the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. So if you don't feel like you're winning in this world, check your sword. Are you fighting? Because the only way I can get through bushes or hedges or wilderness or anything that's hindering me, I need a weapon that's going to cut all that stuff down. In Hebrews 4:12, it tells us that the Word of God is quick and it's powerful and it's sharper than any two-edged sword. It cuts asunder the motives and intents of man's hearts, the bones and the joints. It tells us what the Word of God will do for you as well as those who are around you. It's a weapon. It's a spiritual piece, just like a handbag or a wallet that you dress with for success in the spiritual realm, for godly success. Because with godly success, it never ends. You see, the world, they may get mad at you and kick you off of a team, or take away an award that they gave you, or find out that you did something they didn't like and now you're part of a scandal. We see it every single day. But God, when you're successful His way, it never ends. It follows you out of this earth and into eternity. And so I want you to start moving forward. And I don't want you just to move forward and dressing your best with your nice outfit from the mall, but I want you to put on God's clothing for success. I don't want you to lose not one more day in your life. I don't want you to stand and hope that the devil don't get you, or the enemy doesn't get you, or somebody doesn't say anything to you today. I don't want you to just cower down in fear. I want you to pick up the Word of God. It is a weapon of warfare. And many, many people have told me, well, JoAnna, I don't understand the Bible. I can't comprehend it. I don't like reading it. It's antiquated. I just would rather it be digital, manipulated in the Word. Let me tell you how powerful the Word of God is based on what it says in Hebrews 4:12. If you were to open that Word, the Holy Bible, and you were to just speak the words that you see out of your mouth and out of your eyes into the atmosphere around you, I promise you that you are going to feel better. You're going to have more joy. You're going to have more peace. You're going to have more tranquility. You're not going to be sad and mad at anyone, especially yourself. I'm JoAnna Ward. You've been on the move with me, and I hope you're motivated to dress with godly success. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, dress up.